Hi, it's Martin Rapley here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about selecting which builder that you actually want to work with on your project. So I'm assuming now that you've prepared your specification, you've given that to a number of builders, you've shown the builders around your property, and they have now all sent you some prices. And the question is, which is the builder that you actually want to work with? Well, first of all, I'd say to you that although you've got all of their prices, I don't believe that price is the only criteria you should be selecting builders on, and in some cases it's probably not even the highest criteria that you should be selecting builders on. My first suggestion to you is that if when you walk those builders round you didn't feel that you could work with one of them, or perhaps you couldn't understand what they were talking about, or they couldn't understand you, or whatever it might have been, I'd suggest immediately that that's a reason not to be employing that builder. That may immediately eliminate one of the contractors, and we haven't even started talking about price yet. You may find that some contractors aren't able to start when you need them to start. So again, that could be another reason to eliminate a contractor from the list. Let's say we've now got some contractors left. They've got through the previous check criteria, and now you're looking at working out which is the better one to work with. Maybe you were happy to work with either of them, and your next decision is going to be more of a price-based decision. Well, the important thing to be checking is that you are comparing like for like, that both contractors have priced your specification to do the work that you want them to do, not what they think they should be providing. Hopefully they've given you a breakdown of their prices that is reasonably compatible with your specification. Check that they've given you a price for every single item or every single section in the specification. If they've got some gaps, then make sure that you're following up to get those gaps filled. If they've not priced something, then actually get hold of them and find out what the price is. Make sure that their figures actually add up to what they say it adds up to at the end. You'll be surprised how many times there's a comping error in there, and you need to be able to sort that out. And until you've got that, you won't necessarily know how the prices compare from these different contractors. If you're lucky enough to have three prices and they're broken down in similar ways, have a look and see how they compare. Let's take something like replacing a central heating system. If two contractors have priced about, say, £2,500 and another one's priced at £1,000, then you may want to go back to the contractor who's priced at £1,000 and get them to double check that they've understood what you want. Because yes, it might feel really good that they've priced that much cheaper, but ultimately if they have made a mistake, it will only come to light later on, and you will be in a position where you've got to pay that extra money, or you end up having you just end up losing the relationship with the builder because they can't make the money. So you're looking for things that might be particularly low, but also you can look for things that might be a little bit high. And if a figure is a bit high, let's go back to that heating. Let's say two contractors are priced at £2,500 and the other one's priced at £5,000, but you really wanted to work with a contractor who was £5,000, and if his price was nearer £2,500, he would be comparable across the whole scheme. So you could go back to that builder and say that can you just ask him to double check what he's priced for the central heating system, because the other builders reckoned it was about £2,500 and his price is £5,000. Could he just check that he's got the same thing or he's added it up right? Now he might come back to you and he might say, well, within that £5,000 I did include all of the bathroom fittings, so that might account for why it was more expensive. Or he might come back and say, oh, actually, I think I added something up wrong. It should only be £2,500. So you haven't told him he's got the wrong price. you've just given him the opportunity to correct the price. And in my experience, that is the best way to get builders' prices down. Just ask them if they can double check a few spot prices. You'll be really surprised how easily you can negotiate prices down without actually asking for a saving. And by the way, builders hate it if you ask for a percentage saving to be taken off the bottom line. By the way, the first question you asked them was to give you a competitive price for doing the work. If they give you their best price and then you ask them to take more money off the bottom line, next time round they'll only add that on, and probably more just in case. So don't ask for discounts. Look for lumps of money where you can ask them to double check they've calculated it correctly, because you'll be really surprised how many of those large lumps can actually be reduced. If that video was of use to you, then it would be really great if you would like, share and comment on it below. My name's Martin Rapley. I hope that's been a benefit. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.